Namaste, everyone. I'm going to give you Kundalini yoga for this powerful solar eclipse, new moon Cancer, that is happening in later June. It's a very transformative time, and you can ride this wave, right? These equinoxes, solstices, eclipses, all of this, the retrogrades, all of this is basically a wave of energy that you can ride. You can take full advantage of it. It's actually your divine inheritance. All of these cosmic events are here to help human beings initiate themselves further, right? And when I talk about initiation, right, this is definitely a part of an ancient society, an ancient civilization that was based off of initiating yourself, right? You call it rite of passage into manhood, womanhood, right? And you would be challenged, right? You would go through these challenges in order to initiate yourself further, to retrieve your tools, techniques, and talents that you need as a human being to be excellent, right? As Yogi Bhajan has said, right, without tools, we're a bunch of fools, right? So a society without tools and techniques and talents it's unruly. There's disorder, chaos, right? So we as human beings, we've been working with chaos for some thousands, probably millions of years, and we're not the only planet, right? This is a part of our evolution. This is a part of our growth, right? We go through these challenges through, in the dark age. We have the dark age for a reason, right? We're still in the dark age, but we've been deeper in it in different periods of this earth, right? But just, when we look at our not so distant past, we've experienced some major challenges, some major events, right? That we're still recovering from, recuperating from, right? And still healing from these sort of type of traumas, that karma, this struggle of the karma that we've been working with, right? And it's still playing out even today, and will continue to play out for some time until we are 100% healed, right? And not just a geographic region, the whole collective consciousness of the human being, the whole sort of DNA, or the genetic, we could say the genetic design, it has to be healed, right? Through many generations, many generations, instilling a new pattern, a new thought, right? And that won't just, it takes many generations, like 3 generations, to really get it in there and to really, clear out these old patterns and programs and beliefs, right, that have created chaos and disorder and disease and dysfunction amongst us human beings. So this is a powerful time of a wave that you can use, right? Do your Kundalini, use mantra, powerful time to use your mantra. And Cancer is about going into the unconscious. So that's why I'm talking about, it's not random, this event with everything that's going on, this cosmic event with everything that's going on the planet, right? Cancer has to do with the unconscious, right? It has to do with with the things that are blocking us unconsciously, right? And all of that is being exposed. And you can see, right? A lot of people are being exposed, right? And the internet, as much as we like to say could be censored, there's just too many people, right? So a lot of the unconscious sort of patterns, belief programs that are dysfunctional, that's just, it needs to go, is being exposed so that we can transform it, right? And we can make change, right? Movement. And a lot of the foundation of the human being needs to be modified and, I'd like to say, renovated and reformed, right? And the basement of our lives as human being has everything to do with our unconscious. So the whole Aquarian age of this whole future we're talking about has everything to do with self-psychology, everything to do with self-psychology, everything to do with meditation, when you're plugging into the deeper layers of your mind so that you can really sort of reorganize some things and eliminate some program, like what you do with a computer, right? You eliminate these excess programs that are out of date, or you just don't need them anymore, right? And that's the kind of technology of the future that's going to be a normal thing that people are going to do. A self-psychology, right? A sort of meditation, right? An ability to reprogram, to reparent, to repattern your own mind is kind of the future. We talk about the mental illness, and that is really indication of what's happening in the future, right? That we are going to be needing a kind of technology of the mind to really get into the the cancer, that kind of unconscious patterns, beliefs, and programs, so that we can really reparent ourselves, our society, through many, many generations, and teaching our, the generations, creating a sort of arc to the future, right? It's not just me, there's generations of me in the past and the future. It creates this arc, it creates this bridge, right? That's on the backs of many generations, not just one, right? So we're creating that movement, we're creating that momentum, because we've been in this momentum on the past, in the sort of belief and the programs and the patterns that have been pretty ingrained in us, right? And one of them is racism. It's been ingrained. If you any way were to go against that, you'd be killed. Any way that you would support that, support it, you would be accepted. So this is one thing that's trying to be unplugged, but it's hard to unplug it because it's like almost cemented into the wall, this sort of plug of racism. And that's one thing that we're trying to kind of rip it out of the wall so that we can really start to clear it out, right? But that's going to be generations of that in the making, and we've already created that momentum many generations ago, right? So it seems slow and steady. In times we get these explosions, these sort of pop-ups of what we have going on right now, of chaos, of massive sort of needing change, movement, right? And that's all a part of keeping the fire on our ass so that we don't become stagnant. And then, because many times, if we don't get the fire on our asses, we will be, and we've seen this in the future, where we get very stagnant, or we get very stuck in the way things are. But we as human beings know that evolutionary necessity is about movement. It's about thinking new thoughts. It's about being innovative, inventive, and trying new things, being creative. And we've been in a heavy separation consciousness, but we're starting to introduce a unity consciousness, which is has everything to do with navigating those unconscious deep fears and doubts and healing, right? Because a lot of the bulk of our fears and doubts, a lot of times it won't be discovered on the surface level. A lot of it is underneath the surface, underneath of our society. There are patterns, beliefs, programs, things that are just buried, suppressed, right? That all of that suppressed energy that we just couldn't handle at the moment, right? The traumas, the wars, the sort of violations, the attacks on humanity, all of that. We as human beings, we didn't necessarily have the technology at the time that this, the Piscean age, to really know what to do with all that sort of grief, right? Because a lot of this technology we talk about, psychology, meditation, this whole spirituality, in many ways was like banned, right? Was seen as indifferent, right? So even the whole femme consciousness, in many ways, when we think of Mary Magdalene and many other individuals, that kind of spiritualism that was using this kind of technology of meditation was very much indifferent to the organized religion that was the whole Piscean age organized religion, right? So We didn't necessarily know what it means, past life regression, no like self-hypnosis, all of that. And even if you go into older generations, such as my grandmother's generation, that was something that seems completely like bizarre. Like what, you know? So, but these are tools, these are techniques on how we can actually heal the trauma instead of just suppressing it, right? And then just, you know, it will continue on, right? Until we begin to reparent it and to redefine it and reinvent it. But that requires the unconscious mind to be exposed, right? Because what's going on in the shadows within us, a lot of times it blocks it blocks the change, the movement on that wants to happen within us, right? So we get in this relay with it, we get in this repeating of the past type of situation, right? And we're not even knowing that we're doing it. We don't even know. Some people don't even know, right? Because they're so in the thick of that unconscious belief pattern and program, right? So that Cancer has everything to do with that unconscious, so definitely amplifying the moon, right? The Ma frequency. And then the polarity of Cancer is Capricorn, which is the masculine frequency, right? So we have the mother and the father we're dealing with, but we're dealing with the mother. And that means, what does it mean to be nourished? Not just, this is deconstructing this whole masculine paradigm of aggressive competition and, you know, the survival of the fittest, and you gotta, you know, basically climb a mountain of people to get the gold, you know, that whole kind of attack on life, right? And where that mother is really asking us to feed our soul, to nurture our soul. So it's really going to open up our heart, awaken our heart to, we're going to ask these sort of philosophical questions of what is true fulfillment. That's what a mother, that when a boy or a girl goes to the mother, they go to the mother, ask, mother, what is fulfillment in life? And they're looking for philosophy, right? When you go to the father, you're usually asking, how can I protect myself? Right? This is, you know, for many thousands of years, these are the questions we ask the mother. What is true fulfillment in life? That's a very philosophical sort of desire for wisdom, right? And then you go to the father, you say, how can I be protected? How can I make a life? How can I survive? Right? And the father, he gives you the tools, right? He gives you the strategy, he gives you the skill, he gives you the trade. He gives you that sort of business expertise, that sort of leadership on how you as a man or as a woman can get things going for yourself, right? To feel confident and to have these type of, to think highly of yourself, to value yourself in society, make a life for yourself, right? So we're dealing with the mother, and the mother when we ask a question of what is fulfillment, that question is very much about our heart's desires, right? Because we can get very caged, very even bound and tied up and just trapped in this type of status quo, this mediocrity, where we can lose our sovereignty, we can lose, frankly, our integrity, we can lose the love. We can get very hard. We can, you know, as we see people, they can even be like soulless, right? So we're working with that balance. We need to protect ourselves as a human being, but we also need to have a sort of soul philosophy to keep us in check. And that's what the woman is for in this sort of dynamic. A woman keeps a man in check, right? And a man protects a woman, right? And how a woman keeps a man in check is not by her nagging and none of that sort of insecurity stuff, right? It's through her sharing of her philosophy, through her own study, right? Women in this sort of, I like to say ancient, but not so ancient, right? Just this whole, the woman, she's meant to be very talented, right? A man is meant to be very skillful, but a woman is meant to be very talented. That's her philosophy. That's how she's able to uncover the secrets of the universe, through her song and her dance and her chanting and her drumming or her whatever it is, right? That's how talent is how we unlock the secrets of the universe. And that's the woman energy. And the skillfulness of a man is how we're able to actually apply what we've learned, the secrets of the universe, and actually implement them into an organization, into a structure, into a practice, into a sort of establishment, right? So we're working on the mother. So a lot of us are asking the question of like, what is fulfillment? I'm searching for my soulful philosophy, right? I'm searching for tools, techniques, and talents that can help me to embrace the movement of change, to ride the wave of change, and to also create a momentum in my life that is going to get me in the right direction, right? And in order to be in the right direction, I do need to get into this unconscious and begin to sort of clear away these doubts and these fears when it comes to belonging and when it comes to being myself. Because we know on this planet there's so much shame, judgment, feelings of not being good enough. I mean, you know, it's heavy duty, right? So we need some kind of mantra, we need some kind of tool to be able to deal with that unconscious fears and doubts, that to embrace ourselves, to accept ourselves, to feel like we belong, right? It seems revolutionary to actually love yourself because of where we've been in our past on this planet, right? It seems revolutionary to love yourself, and that seems really interesting to say that, right? It's revolutionary to love yourself. It seems radical to actually love yourself, accept yourself for who you are and your natural talents and gifts that for many people are not earthbound, right? For many, I mean, it's something that it's mysterious. It comes directly from one's soul, from incarnations of life, right? So we're going to work with that. So bring the hands together, and we're going to tune in with ONG, Namo, Gurudev Namo. Okay. So bring them together. Inhale. Exhale. Spine is tall, roll the shoulders back and down, tucking the chin slightly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, exhale. Now imagine 4 pillars of light around you as you're going to spin the energy to the right, behind you, to the left, ahead of you with each sound. Imagining the protection of 4 pillars of light. Imagining also gas stove blue, a flaming gas stove blue spinning very fast around you, creating this spherical energy of protection, prosperity, and of higher wisdom. Inhale to begin. Adgare name, Jagadgare name, Sadgare name, Siddhi Gurudev name. Adgare name, Jagadgare name, Sadgare name, Siddhi Gurudev name. Adgare name, Jagadgare name, Sadgare name, Siddhi Gurudev name. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to do cat-cow. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. You really want to lift the head up, stretch the throat, open the heart, stick the butt up, and feel like the belly button coming to the earth. And then round the back, really squeeze like you're doing an abdominal sort of activation, lower abdominal activation. And then you're going to really squeeze belly button to spine and really feel that tailbone going under and really tuck in that chin. space in the back of the neck, and then continue. Inhale. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Exhale, squeeze, activate the navel. And then come into child's pose, bringing the hands in prayer above the head, opening up the armpits, the art, and breathe long and deep. Inhale, exhale. Come seated. We're going to do a breath of fire, which is an even inhale, exhale through the nose, bringing the hands into prayer at the heart, really working the heart energy. And you won't do breath of fire if you're pregnant or your first 3 days of your cycle. Begin. And really have your whole, you want to feel tall in your presence, not shrunken. You want to feel expansive, receptive, available to life, right? You want to feel like you're available to ride the wave, to grab the wave, to catch the wave. Inhale. Squeeze up. Exhale. Now we're going to do diksha meditation. Fingers on the mounds, finger mounds, and thumb out, pressing on gently on the temples. You're going to inhale very deeply. You're going to mentally chant sa ta nam ma. With each sound, you're going to bring the back molars together. And then you exhale very deeply, very profoundly, and then inhale to repeat. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your right hand out, straight out like this. Then you're going to look to the left, opposite direction. And you're going to do breath of fire. My palm is facing up to receive. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Switch arms. Left arm out, twisting the neck to the right. Breath of fire. You really want to twist, feel that release in the lymphatic system. Inhale, hold, exhale, bring the head straight. Now you're going to flex the spine. You're going to do it, so you're kind of grabbing the ankles. You want to flex. So opening up the jaw, breathing through the throat. Inhale, flex forward. Exhale, flex back. Releasing the sort of tension in the jaw really will relax you. Inhale. Through the nose deeply. Exhale. Through the nose. Feel that kind of adjustment. And then we're going to go into pigeon. So you're going to have your left foot forward starting and then the right foot back. But it's going to be a kind of interesting pigeon because you're not all the way. You want to keep this hip open so it's kind of, it's sort of bent. So it's not like you're full into the position. This would be fully into the position. you're kind of still sitting on the hip of the leg. And then what you're going to do in this position, so you're going to hold this position, and then you're going to come into the full position and then come back. It's kind of hard to do it in this small little space. Oh my God, if I was any taller, this would not be possible. Okay, so it's kind of open, the knees bent, and then you straighten the leg, come all the way. Right, come all the way and then come back. So that you feel the hip, the leg's bent, and then you come all the way into it. And breathe long and deep. Okay, inhale. Hold it in the full lotus. Exhale. Now switch legs. So right leg forward, left leg back, and it's bent. So really get in that position. The right leg you want to see at like a 90-degree angle at the fold of the knee. So you just kind of have it like this, and then come into the full. Okay, inhale, come into the full. Pigeon. Inhale. Exhale. And then come out of it. Feel that kind of adjustment in the hip area. Okay, and then you're just gonna bring your legs straight. You're gonna kind of grab underneath your knees. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna begin to sort of rotate We really want to point the toes. So I'm rotating around, forward, around, back, forward, around, back. And I really want to kind of grab, there's like a space, grab the space behind the knees and just kind of hold on to it, to use it to kind of propel you forward so that you can feel stable as you're rotating around yourself. I'm going to keep the legs together, point the toes as much as possible. And just close the eyes and just feel the opening of the body. Letting the legs breathe. And breathe deeply, don't hold the breath. And then can it go the other direction? And just feel the difference. Okay. You're almost there. Okay, inhale, straight spine. And then you're going to just sort of reach the hands on the lower shin and then stretch the head back. And just breathe long and deep. And you really want to feel, I'm not doing this. You really want to feel you're opening your heart. So it's not just the throat, you're also feeling the heart opening. You really want to feel like you're sticking your butt way out and you're really sticking your heart way forward. And my knees are bent just slightly, right? Because I don't, stick legs are not going to help me to really create mobility. Inhale, exhale, and then just come seated. Feel that adjustment. I feel a lot of heat in the body just for doing that. I feel a lot of heat moving in the back area. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be seated. Try to position myself. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab underneath the armpits. So I'm kind of grabbing underneath the armpits, kind of putting pressure in that sort of folded armpit. I'm gonna lift up like I'm stretching. And I'm gonna sweep the hands down, back, and then I'm gonna really put it back in. So I bring the shoulders up, and then I bring them down, really stretching up, back, almost like when you do a stretch in the morning. It's like a slow sort of movement. So inhale, I bring my shoulders up to my ears, and exhale, bring it down. As you sweep around. Last one. It's important you breathe with the motion, and then you're just going to grab your elbows, lift up. Inhale, exhale very deep. And then you're going to just hold, fall over, sort of looking up. So I'm falling over to the left, looking over my right armpit up. Breathing long and deep. Looking up in the corner of my eye. And try to fall over without collapsing over. Inhale, come up. Squeeze up. Exhale. And then go towards the right. Fall over to the right. And then sort of look up with just the sort of the eye. Look over the armpit, the left armpit up. You should feel it in the left hip, the left armpit, and the neck. Inhale. Squeeze up. Exhale. Relax. Take a moment. Feel how it does in the neck and the whole side body as you're sort of chiropracting yourself, opening up channels in the body that maybe you've never opened up before in your life. So now we're going to have our fingers like Jupiter, right? Jupiter index finger. I have left thumb over right if I'm a woman, or right thumb over left if I'm a man. I'm just going to lift it up and I'm going to begin to chant Waheguru. And I'm just holding it up really tight. And just follow along. Really stretch. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Like you're climbing a ladder. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. 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 Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. Inhale, hold the breath. Squeeze up. Sip up more air through the nose, hold the breath. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Feel that whole sort of upliftment as you're lifting up. Now, we're going to hold the hands at the heart, holding the hands at the heart, holding the hands at the heart, left hand over right. And we're going to do this other mantra. So and it goes, so kind of holding it here at the heart, almost like you're lifting it up with the right hand underneath the left. And then you're going to chant. This is a very powerful mantra. So clear away the negativity, clear away the false promises, the false prophets, and to really rise above. It goes like this. So just listen and then repeat when you capture it. Lakshmi Akal. And it goes Lakshmi Akal Akal. Sorry, it goes, sorry, I'm trying to remember. Karuna Akal Akal Karuna Wahe Wahe Akal Guru. 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 Get into it. Karuna Akal Akal Karuna Wahe Wahe Akal Guru. 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 Become very empowered in a subtle yet extraordinary way. Karuna Akal Akal Karuna Wahe Wahe Akal Guru. Karuna Akal Akal Karuna Wahe Wahe Akal Guru. Feel it in you, the opening of your heart. Karuna Akal Akal Karuna Wahe Wahe Aka Guru. Karuna Kalaka Karuna Wahe Wahe Aka Guru. Karuna Kalaka Karuna Wahe Wahe Aka Guru. Karuna Kalaka Karuna Wahe Wahe Aka Guru. Take it in. Karuna Kalaka Karuna Wahe Wahe Aka Guru. 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 Clear the unconscious. Make the unconscious exposed to you so that you can view into its ways, its doubt, its fears, so that you can make amends, so that you can make peace with it, so that you can clear it, to move on from it. Whatever the ancient old resentment, belief, program, definition, label, status, identity that does not fit into the expansion of this moment, let it go. The judgment, the shame, feelings of not being good enough, the poverty, the aggression, the entitlement, the blame, the victim. Let it all go with the sound of the mantra and plug it in. Plug this mantra into the unconscious. Feed the unconscious this mantra so that its hunger will no longer be for doubt or fear. Its hunger will be for the mantra, for the mind wave that provides nourishment, not depletion, not fatigue, not non-reality, but nourishment. Nourish the unconscious. Let it be exposed. Make a choice. Love or fear are your choices. Choose wisely. Allow this mantra to plug in so when you need it, it will be there, like an ally. And you need many allies in life, not just one. But this is one ally that can give you 7 other allies. Karuna Kalaka Karuna Wahe Wahe Aka Guru. 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 Karuna Kalaka Pray for your family, pray for yourself, pray for human beings, all earthlings. Pray that we find our way. Shine the light upon us. May we be guided. May we be safe, and just pray for what it is that you need or your gratitude of the day. Karuna kala karuna wahe wahe akaguru 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 karuna kala karuna wahe wahe akaguru. Chant with all your being. Karuna kala karuna wahe wahe akaguru 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 karuna kala karuna wahe wahe akaguru. Now we're changing the mantra. Akaji Akajio, 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 Akajio. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands down. Feel that energy moving through you. That complete state of acceptance, forgiveness, clearing away the ancient old resentments that are locked in our unconscious, that have us acting like fools, that have us attacking each other, attacking ourselves, destroying ourselves for no reason at all, except our resentments, our doubts, our fears, our inability to make a new choice, inability to follow our heart, to redirect and to reinvent ourselves according to the most creative outcome. So inhale, exhale. So now the last thing I wanted to do for this special occasion, I was going to just pull a card from my favorite crystal wisdom healing oracle deck. That's the name of it. I'm just going to pull a card to help us on this journey as we're crossing through time and space to heal generations of ancient old resentments, fear, doubt, and pain, grief, clearing away the grief. What are 2 messages for this time that can help us cross into this portal of this solar eclipse, new moon Cancer that's happening? What can help us best cross into this portal, receive the highest creative outcome during this time? So we have Charoite, wound healing. Charoite provides deep physical and emotional healing, transmuting negative energy. It converts dis-ease to wellness. With its assistance, you recognize that your greatest trauma is also your most profound gift. Accept it with grace. Charoite re-energizes, heals, and integrates dualities, healing past life dis-ease carried into the present life. Self-understanding, deep fears and narcissism pervade your being. You may not feel that you belong on earth. Alienation and insecurity lie beneath a deceptively calm surface. You are subtly driven by other people's thoughts and programs rather than your own. Your autonomic nervous system may be malfunctioning. If so, it's needing recalibrating. Divination, time to take control. You're undergoing a vibrational change, recreating links to higher realities. Visions of past lives suggest ways to redress karma, personally and collectively. Healing insight, and accepting the present moment as perfect, you create the space to heal. Soul path, service to humanity, healing the wounds of past. So that's what this this full new moon in Cancer solar eclipse is helping us to heal wounds of the past. That's why it's in Cancer. There's a Cancer energy. We're healing the wounds of the past that have become a deep sort of dis-ease within us that we might not even be aware of because it's so deep, or programs, beliefs that we don't even know where they stem from. But they've been carried on for many, many generations. And the transmuting process is happening, and we're getting a major wave of healing that's helping us to move beyond the doubt, the fear, move beyond these sort of wounds, these sort of scars, these sort of tears we have in our creativity due to much shame, judgment, and feelings of not being good enough that have been put on us, that have been forced upon us, ingrained in us. And we're learning what it means to really heal these wounds, to really take back our power, right? We say take control. There's a sense of taking back our power, taking back our power. And then another message, so there's a purple and green energy, kind of like, it looks like a dragon inside. So this dragon frequency has a lot to do with that breath, right? The fire breath, the ability to use that fire breath to clear away the dead, what is dead, right? To turn it into ash, to clear out the dis-ease, to person, place, and things, memories that have us weighed down. We're putting into the fire. Right, it's an act of surrendering it, like a fire ceremony we do as the Indians. It's a way to release the traumas, the memories, right? A way to take back our power. There's something about fire, the dragons. You take back your power in doing so. You clear out these sort of ties we have to the past, and sort of wounds and scars that leave us feeling very limited, very held down. So we're linking back up to higher realities as we've done in the ancient past, but we need a bridge, we need an arc, we need some sort of technology, a tool, a technique, a sort of talent, because this bridge, this sort of link to these higher realities, they require our participation. They require us to actually plug ourselves into it, to submerge ourselves into it, to engulf ourselves into the flame, the blue flame, the dragon's flame, right? And the last card, we have Amethyst, inner peace, a powerful protector, purifier, natural tranquilizer. Amethyst calms the mind and balances extremes. Self-understanding, you have an addictive personality. Make a concerted effort to overcome such behavior, obsessions of any kind, and avoid overindulgence. Balance work and play. You're prone to excess in both. Understanding hidden causes of compulsive actions bring peace. Hand your will over to your soul and allow your spirituality to flourish. Divination. Release self-defeating programs. Do not rely on others. You create anything you set your mind to. Be shrewd in business dealings. Pay attention to your family. An honest verdict and success in a court case are possible. Maintain your integrity and let the universe decide. Healing insight. Letting go of cravings leads to inner freedom and creates well-being. The soul path. Developing unshakable inner peace. So saying, let your spirituality flourish. In many ways, our past, the greatest wounds we have of the past has a lot to do with organized religion, in the way of the Crusades. I attack your belief, you attack my belief, we're killing each other over beliefs, ethnicity in beliefs, sort of nationality in the beliefs, and that kind of power struggle we've had over spirituality, and the inability to accept each other for diversity, and not even accepting diversity of this planet is actually a life lesson. We chose to be diverse. And the spirituality is about the acceptance of diversity, creating union within the diversity, kind of creating a space, like a temple, where you can be nourished, so that you can really start to you can find that peace with that life you're in, to find that moment of transformation, that moment of integrity. So hand your will over to your soul. So in this solar eclipse, we're really working with becoming more soulful as a planet, as a human species, which we already are. We possess so much soulfulness all of the planets are in all of the human beings. It's just we have gone through destructions in many ways, and we will continue to go through destruction in this sort of behaviors and habits and lifestyles and beliefs and programs, and this identity crisis is happening all across, where the identity crisis has a lot to do with I'm not good enough, I'm not capable, they will shame me, all of that kind of stuff. And we're learning what it means to really let the universe decide and to have that inner freedom, to really educate ourselves on what it means to be in one's integrity, to feel connected to one's intuition, to feel the earth beneath your feet, to feel alive in a very sort of balanced way. And we're learning what that means to really seek balance within, to have that sort of soulfulness that gives us the success, right? The success within our journey of inviting in ideas, an identity in the mind that is so mesmerizing and extraordinary for us to cultivate within our thought, our mental body. So this is the crystals pictures. That sort of purple works a lot with the intelligent body, the third eye, the spiritual energy, the psychic energy. So there's definitely major psychic adjustment as we're connecting to higher dimensions through this purple energy. We're connecting to higher dimensions through the purple energy, and we're learning what it means to be connected to a more in a deeper integrity in the way that we live and express ourselves, a sort of courage that makes us more capable of change and movement and sort of unity than ever before we've experienced in our past on this planet. So we'll tune out with one long sat and short nam. So inhale, exhale, inhale, sat nam, sat nam, sat nam. And bow to yourself in your practice, and thank you for joining me.